Well, no easy way to spin that one. That's a gut punch. We had our opportunities. Last 7 minutes, we didn't rebound the ball. Defensively, obviously, we gave up some uncontested threes that allowed them to get back in it, and a couple bad turnovers. So, I wish I could have helped them more. I wish I'd have done a better job, but obviously that hurts them. They're crushed. They played really hard. I feel really bad for them because they played really hard. Just last 7 minutes defensively and on the boards. I think with about 7 minutes to go, I'm not sure what the board difference was, but I think it was 7, maybe 8, and it ended up 14. So last 6, 7 minutes, they really pounded the boards on us and hit some threes.
Dana, can you just walk us through the final minute there? Obviously, they scored all the way to come back, but several instances of fouls on threes.
Yeah, no, we probably handled that as poorly as we possibly could. In E's defense, he had given up a three before that, and I told him he got to get out on the three-point shooters, and then he fouled the next time. That can't do that. You got to make him hit a tough shot, and Hands hit all his free throws there. So that really was a big play.
The foul sequence at the end of regulation, did that work out about like you wanted timing-wise? A couple seconds on the clock, and then what?
Well, I was afraid that he'd get a running start, and get in the motion if we didn't get him, right away. That's you're up 3.3 seconds. He's fast with the ball. He could have got pretty close to over half court, and had a good look and thought we could get the rebound, and that circumstance is what you fear, and we were fortunate they missed a free throw, but then we just didn't get it done in overtime.
You say when you see there's a foul not only on the rebound, and then they're going to the free throw line there, you're thinking there, and then coming into overtime, do you feel like your guys could, you got the first four of that, did you feel like they were in a decent spot coming into OT?
I don't know. Like I said, they were really I said, fellas, they got to hit the free throw here. We got to go block out, make sure they don't get another tip, So try to get their heads up there, and then, when they did miss it, that gave us an opportunity. We did get up 4. Again, we needed to get some stops. They had some easy penetration there, and we don't have rim protection right now, and they got to the rim a couple times on us.
How much the next couple days is it going to be to focus on the good of this and not dwell on?
You got to learn from your mistakes, So, I really want to emphasize the hustle and the hard play and the energy we played with. I thought we did a good job of making plays for each other, but we had some really silly turnovers that really hurt us all throughout the game. Our 10 missed free throws, we didn't hit any free throws that, and then we all focused in on the end of the game, but the end of the half, we didn't get an offensive rebound or a defensive rebound on the free throw. So, second chance points, really, really hurt us.
Following up on Matt's point, how do you address going forward with this group? And what's their psyche like? Is it fragile?
Oh, absolutely. Nah, heck, they're young.
Yeah.
They played their tails off for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and we didn't get it done. And so they're down. And we're just going to have to bounce back. I'm glad we have 2 days. We're just going to have to, get our heads together and figure out a way to get back up. But they really worked hard at getting ready this week for this game, and I thought they played awfully hard and awfully well. We didn't finish it. We didn't play the last 7 minutes, obviously, and that's on me as much as it is them. We're in this together, and we just didn't get it done.
You're talking about bouncing back. Is that going to be a conservative effort from the whole team, or are you looking for some of your seniors, some of your more veteran players to really kind of step up and lead the young guys through this?
It's got to be everybody. It's all of us. We're just going to all have to together bounce back. And you know, like I said, we played our tails off, and for 35 minutes, you know, I thought we really played well, and then we didn't finish it. We didn't rebound. We didn't defend. We had a couple bad turnovers that enabled them to get back. You know, and like I said, offensive rebounds, I'm not sure how many of those baskets they got late were off offensive rebounds. You know, we got them to miss the first one, but we just didn't go get the ball.
And it seemed like you mentioned some of those offensive rebounds, and also then I think they hit about 5 threes in a row where it felt like once they got a couple, and then when you wouldn't score on the other end, it kind of got them
Yeah,
going.
no, they hit some tough shots and hit some deep ones, and you know, that really got the momentum swung.
What is it? It's not just been a one-game thing here. Peyton in regulation only had 4 shots until the free throws. He was on pace for his first career scoreless game. What is going on with him right now?
You know, I'm not sure. You know, we want him to look for shots, and I thought the ball movement was pretty good. You know, he missed a couple good looks, and but we do need him to be more aggressive offensively.
Defensively, you feel, I mean, that's for 20 some odd turnovers, and it felt like most of them were forced by you guys. It feel like that was sort of the going in, but
Well, that's what kept us in it. You know, we wanted to be active and get them to make some mistakes, and you know, I thought our activity was really good.
Looking just at that last putback at the end of regulation, you could say if you did have Kenny Wooten and Bol out there, maybe that's a different deal trying to box those guys out. Is it hard not to let your mind go there in that moment?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, our guys played awfully hard, and again, I thought Paul had a pretty good box out, you know, and we just didn't get it, and ball got tipped around, they picked it up. So I have to look at the film and see exactly what happened, exactly who didn't move their feet to go get the ball. But, you know, I told the guys, I've never had one like that, and I know they haven't. So it's tough on all of us. We just, like I said, we got 2 days here to recoup and, you know, get back and get ready to go.
Do you think stylistically, because for the first 30, 33 minutes, it was arguably the smartest you guys were playing, not just the hardest. I mean, pace-wise, you guys were, after they were dictating in the first few minutes, you really were forcing them to play slower. Do you feel like that's at least something you can build off of?
You know, I hope so. You know, I hope the guys can, you know, realize they played really good for 35 minutes and then address what we didn't do well down the stretch.
Speaking of the first 35 minutes, we saw Francis do pretty well in the first half. How come we didn't see a whole lot of him in the second half?
Well, I'm not sure. You know, we had a 17-point lead there. You know, I thought we were in pretty good shape. You know, I went with those guys that we had.
when you say you haven't had a score, you don't have 13 in the last 2 minutes or 17 or 10?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that and a tip, you know, with when you foul, you know. So we fouled. We thought that was the best way to go. You know, they've got to hit the first one. They've got to, you know, get the second one. So never had an ending like that with a 3-point lead when we fouled.
You know, King was much more efficient tonight, you know, compared to what he was this past weekend. What do you attribute to that, and where have you seen him grow the most? And do you think he's really getting his feel back for the game?
Yeah, I really do. You know, I think he's playing really good, and you know, I thought he did a lot of good things tonight. A couple careless turnovers early, but no, I thought he played awfully well.